Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. So, my name is Atul Pratap Singh. I am one of the instructor for PDSA course. With me, Satyanarayan sir and Manideepa. Two instructors are also there. So, we all three will conduct the live session and will help on the discourse forum. Okay. So today agenda is to discuss some problems. So this is week 1. Basically, every Friday we will discuss some programming problems based on the week content. Okay, so this is just like a live coding session. So we also expect that from your side that you just complete all these problems within some time limitation. So maybe you can complete within this live session time limitation, or you can just decide your time, maybe 3 hour or 2 hour. Just try to just give some time like 2 hour slots, because our opp exam will also be have only for 2 hours. Okay, so you at that time you have to complete four programming problems during 2 hours. So just prepare yourself in the same manner of the opp exam with these live coding problems. And also that these live coding problems will remain open till the end of the term. Okay, so that you can practice later also. And same practice assignment will also remain open. So these two this component will remain open for programming practice. Okay, so that is the main purpose of this live coding or problem solving session which we are conducting on Friday every week. Okay, so join this session every Friday and just try to complete within the session. Okay, do not just left that for later time. Okay. Okay, so before starting the session, if any of you have any query.
Hi,
Sir, so we have to parallelly program, like we have to open Google Colab and program whatever the question you are sharing.
No, so you can refresh your course page. Now there is one new tab is open. So let me share my screen and you can see where is the
Okay, sir.
questions. So we will use the same course page for this.
can you discuss this 3 mark bonus? Thing?
That I'll discuss. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so you can see there is one new tab is now appeared. Okay, live coding session problems. So in this, we have today released six problems, and these six problems actually there is no algorithms knowledge required, because in week 3 we are just recapping the Python basic concepts. So these problems are also based on basic Python concept. Okay, so some maybe some problem based on string, some on dictionary. So just recap all the Python concept. If you have done this Python course in the foundation level, I'm not sure when you have done, maybe one term before, term before, but just recap all the things so you can continue the programming things again in this course. Okay, so you have to just prepare yourself for programming practice. So this is just a Python recap and Python logic, simple logical based problem. Okay, there is no additional knowledge is required from the PDSA course for this.
Okay, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Uh,
Yes.
sir, today we are discussing only these problems or lead code problems also.
No, that session is different. That session is actually conducted by the TA.
TA session.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so okay, I'm just explaining you what we are going as a support here. So we are conducting instructor are conducting two sessions. Okay, so one is doubt open session on Wednesday, or okay, and second session is this. This is problem solving session. Okay, so this is the agenda for two instructor session. Apart from that, we are conducting four additional session by the TA. And in the four TA session also there are two sessions where the topic is like reserved. So one session is to discuss previous year question PYQs, and one session is for this lead code problems. Okay, and remaining two sessions are only doubt session. If you have any doubt, you can ask in that session. If there is no doubt, that session will also be not conduct. Some that may be closed earlier also. Okay, but we have asked to TA that we are releasing this activities assignment this time, and that has the bonus marks also. So you can also discuss that activities assignment. If you are facing any issue in the activity assignments or any practice assignment, you can ask your doubt in that two other doubt sessions. Okay, so these 4 sessions we are covering. Yeah, regarding this bonus marks thing, so today we have sent the announcement for this on the course page. So I hope you have checked this. So please regularly check this announcement tab on your course page. So this you can see. So what is this? So we are releasing activity assignments. So these are not much basics activity questions. These are some conceptual design questions. So if you will solve these questions by your own with the help of pen and paper, definitely you will understand the depth of the concept of algorithms for each. So in the big two, you can see we have released this activity assignment, this topic wise. Okay, so like first activity assignment is related to the complexity. So just solve all these questions and understand how the complexity is calculated. Second activity assignment is related to the binary search. So just solve, but we
You
strongly
mean the GRPS? Is that the GRPS you mean?
no, these are not GRPAs, but these contain some bonus marks, 3 bonus marks. Okay, GRPAs are different. GRPA are these programming question. Okay, so these are graded programming question for each week, and graded assignment is different. The deadline for this is different. Okay, so you can see deadline for this is Sunday, I think. Okay, so 25. But deadline is we kept as 2 days before the actual graded assignment deadline, 23rd. Okay, so these activity assignments contains 3 bonus marks. Okay, not any like weightage or in the grade that course content. So these contains 3 additional bonus marks. So if you know that there are total 5 bonus marks are there for each course, where 2 bonus marks will be taken from the mock papers or in these practice assignments, all these things, and 3 additional bonus marks are reserved for some additional activity for the course. So we are conducting this additional activity for this course for additional 3 bonus marks. Okay, and these assignments are and we are also uh, want actually you just attempt these. Okay, and regularly attempt these to understand the topics and understand the algorithms concept. So that will also help you to gain more marks in the quiz exam and end-term exam. And if you will solve these, and you can also discuss these. Okay, so you can discuss these questions with anyone, or you can also ask these questions in the TA session, live session, just like an idea. Not before the deadline, you don't ask the direct answer for this, but you can ask the way to solve that question. Okay, what is the how we can solve these questions. Okay, so TA will be help. But these are not graded assignment, these are simply bonus marks question. Okay, discourse, you can also discuss these questions with others.
Sir, where is discourse link?
This is also given in the portal itself. You can see on the corner of this page. So this, you can directly click here, and you can directly move to the discourse page. So this is the page. Okay, so regularly visit discourse. Also, we also send some announcement on the discourse, like this activity bonus marks announcement we have sent in this discourse also. Okay, so you can also post your
Sir,
query here.
in the activity page, there it is mentioned the final submission will be considered for grading. You are saying it is not graded.
Yeah, this is just like a grading assignment, but there is no weightage is given for this in the grading formula for PDSA course. This is the additional marks. You know the bonus marks, no? So bonus
Oh,
marks are
okay.
not given in the course grading.
Okay,
That is
so
the
the
additional.
grading is only for bonus.
So grading is also given here. This grading document is not mentioned. Course, yeah, grading policy you can see now.
I'm not getting the DSA in my laptop. In my mobile, it is showing. Is it because my laptop is not updated?
What is not visible to you?
The DSA, that icon in the Python this page.
Which page? This is the course portal page. So This is course page. This is not opening in your laptop.
Course page is opening. The DSA.
Which DSA? Oh, okay. You are
Sorry,
asking
the
this
discourse.
discourse. Okay,
Discourse.
okay.
Sorry. Not.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So discourse, you have to click this chat. Okay, some note. This notification will come on the another side. Maybe if you are opening this up. Otherwise, you can save the link. Na discourse. You can directly open discourse this and log in through your student email ID. After that, you can just search the PDSA. Okay, so and you can directly. So course,
Okay.
you
Sure.
can select the
Sure.
PDSA course
Thank you,
and
sir.
you will.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, sir.
Okay. So you can see in this page in the grading of this course, no anywhere bonus things is not mentioned. Okay. So this bonus marks is generally added if you are getting at least 40 marks, passing marks in your course. Then only this bonus marks will be added. Okay, so this should be very clear. This is the rule for every course for bonus. Okay, bonus marks will not be awarded if you are getting less than 40 marks. Okay, suppose if you're getting 3 bonus marks and if you're getting total 37 scores, so that will not help you to pass this course. Okay, if you are getting 40 marks, then these 3 marks will be added. Like, okay. And
3
also
marks.
this time, huh?
3 marks means like how much percentage it will contribute to the total score?
No, these 3 marks will be directly added in your total score.
Directly added.
So how much, suppose out of 100, you are getting 50 marks total.
Mhm.
And you are also getting bonus marks 3. So that will be directly added into 50 plus 3, 53.
Oh, 53. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
it is compulsory to do all the activities questions to get 3 marks.
No, I am saying that just attempt it no matter how much score you are getting, but just try to solve all these questions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is not like a exam. This is a activity which will help you to understand the concept of algorithms as well as the implementation of the algorithm. Okay. And also this time this is additional like logic is also added for opp exam. So you have to score in each like this, you can see rule average of grpa score in week 2, week 3, week 2 to week 8. In each week grpa average score should be greater than equal to 40, then you will be eligible for opp exam. So this rule is newly added in most of the opp questions. So do not ignore this. Do not skip any big programming questions. Okay, otherwise you will not be able to give the OPP exam for this. Yes, Kiran. Yes, Kiran.
Sir, we have a session at Monday, right?
Two session instructor session are on Wednesday and Friday. Other day TA sessions are there. So that is on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
The Monday session is not
Okay.
yet scheduled in the calendar. It is not visible.
No, it is there, I think. So you can see how we have sent this live session at detail. You can see. So Monday session will be start from next week. Previous week, so this week Monday session was not there. Okay. So you can see if I open the calendar. 1 second.
Um,
Monday.
in the next week also
So
it is
in
not scheduled.
19th it is not visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
there. No? So you can see PDSA TSS and 9 to 11.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And this,
19th.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That live coding problems are not updated yet. In my dashboard, it is not showing.
No, Friday session is currently going on. Tuesday session, you can see, just check the all calendar from the next week, or maybe if you have not added the like session in your calendar, just add it. So you can see the Tuesday 1 hour doubt session, okay, 9 to 10, and Thursday 2 hour open oblique lead code session, and Saturday this is PDSA doubt session and activity question session. Okay, so 4
No,
sessions are
sir.
there. Just check.
You
Sir,
have
is
updated
the
some.
session being recorded or like streamed live?
So instructor session now we live streamed. Okay. Now we have decided to live stream this instructor session. TA session will be recorded, and drive link will be provided to you in the sheet. So
And
in
the lead
this
code
in this
sessions?
sheet, that all TA session will be recorded.
Is it for all
Okay.
courses?
This is decided for all course now. Okay, so you can see one tab is there, live session. Inside this live session details are there. There are two last link, current instructor live session sheet and current term TA live session recordings. So these sheet will contains the recording. So first session is not recorded, so that links is not there. So T has updated the document which is used in the Thursday session. And same for the instructor session. So today I'll update the link, because first session I think is not recorded, so that link will be not provided. So you can directly access the link of YouTube from this sheet also for current term session. Okay.
Sir, this live
Yeah.
coding session problems is not updated in my course portal.
No, this is updated. Just refresh your page.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see live coding session problem. This tab is now visible. You can refresh the page and see. Okay.
Sir, it's visible. So one thing, sir, you said that we had to do some assignments to get extra mark. Is this live session problems regarding that?
No. So this is activity assignment. This is started from week 2, and there are some activity assignments you can see in this. These are released as graded. Okay, so there are deadline for this. That is Friday. Okay, your actual GRPA or the graded assignments has the deadline Sunday, but this assignments has the deadline 2 days before Friday.
Okay, sir, got it, sir.
Okay, so this is just like a pre-graded assignment. So you can solve this later. You can see answer on Friday, and you can see where you are wrong, and you can improve your mistake, correct your mistakes, and just submit the final graded assignment. Okay, but
Yes, sir.
there are bonus marks are attached for these activity assignments.
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay.
Sir, can you go
So
to the grading part? I had one doubt there.
okay. So course into the grading policy. Yes. So this is
Sir,
grading. Yeah. What's the
here,
doubt?
here it is written, if you are absent for the OPP, then repeat OPP will not be provided in the next term. So actually,
Yes. So
I am repeating the whole course. It's not for improvement, but I was not qualified for the end term. So I am repeating the whole course. So will I be able to give OPP or not in this term?
yeah, you will be. So if you are repeating full course, definitely all exam will be conducted for you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Actually, in this PDSA, this OPP exam is not mandatory to pass. This contains 20% weightage. Okay, so this contains 20% weightage in the total score, but there is no separate passing criteria for this. Like Python course or Java course, other course, where the you have to separately pass the programming exam also. But in PDSA, there is no passing criteria. If you got 0 marks, that still you can pass this course. But if you skip this OPP exam, there is no provision to repeat only the OPP exam. Because of that, this there is no passing criteria for this. Okay, other course have passing criteria. Because of that, they allow to repeat only the OPP exam also to pass. Someone sent the message. I just came. Did they start the class content? No, we haven't start now. So we just discussing the basic contents of the course and what are the main important point. So
Sir,
that we are discussing.
sir,
Yeah,
activity
Divyansu.
questions, activity questions are only for bonus marking.
Yes.
Okay.
Also for learning the content. Okay, not only for the marks.
Okay.
Sir, just wanted to confirm, this is the lecturer section session, right?
Which one?
This is the instructor session, right? I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, this is instructors. Friday and Wednesdays are the instructor session. Other days are TA session.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
So yes. Yeah, Rajka.
I start GK, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good
And
evening.
sir, bonus marks are not mentioned in this grading policy.
Bonus marks are your some noise are coming with your voice.
Hello, sir. I'm not.
Yeah, audible, but still noise are coming. Yeah, just repeat your question.
Sir, bonus marks are not mentioned in the grading policies, like how they will be added or when they will be added. So, could you please explain like something regarding the bonus marks, like how they will be added or what will be the
Yeah, there is actually there is one common rule for the bonus marks that is not given in the each course grading document. So a bonus marks rules is two bonus marks is given only for the mock that assignments. Okay, so that we will release before the exam. Okay, so maybe before the OPP exam, before the quiz 1 exam, before the quiz 2 exam. Okay, so two bonus marks are for that. Remaining three bonus marks are allocated for the instructor for that particular course. So what additional activity we can conduct for in the course, and based on that we can give three bonus marks also for this. So for PDSA we are giving this additional activity assignments. So three additional bonus marks you can get from this activity. So total 5 bonus marks are there for each course. Okay.
yes, sir. And sir, can it exceed 100%?
Huh? Sorry.
The upper limit, sir, the upper limit of marks, will it or can it exceed 100% or 100 marks?
No, so you cannot get more than 100 marks. Suppose if you are getting 100 total in the course, okay, and you are also getting this 5 bonus marks, so that total marks will become 105. But still, yeah, that will be round off to 100. Okay, so maximum you can achieve only 100 marks. Suppose if you are getting 95 marks, then this bonus marks will be added. Then you will get 100.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, this five bonus. This is the five is the maximum bonus marks for any course. And that is only applicable if you are pass the course. Okay, if you are getting at least 40 marks in the course, then these marks will be added. Otherwise these marks will not be added if you are getting less than 40 marks.
Right, sir. Sir, one more thing just to ask before we begin. Sir, there is a certificate section in the dashboard, sir, and it's not yet updated since we joined the course. I don't know
Sorry, I am not aware of that certificate dashboard thing. So please contact to support regarding.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I hope the things are clear and no more doubt regarding any other official things.
Sir,
Or any,
what is the
yeah,
agenda of this session?
what is the
Agenda of this session.
today's session? So that is agenda for this session is to discuss some new problems. Okay, so in week 1 you have already seen some assignments, that's GRPAs and PPAs. Apart from that, we have released this more programming problems for this week, and agenda is to just prepare to you for the OPP exam. So we want that solve all these problem within the time constraint. Okay, so maybe during this live session only. So I'll discuss these problems today. I'll also solve these. You can also explain, if you know the solution for this, if you got the logic for this, you can also explain your logic. Okay, so I'm not only the person to solve all these questions in this session. You can also participate. Okay, if you want to write live code, okay, from your side, you can also share your screen, and you can write the solution code on the live. You can explain your code in this session. So means the title, we can also say that code with us. Okay, so you can also try to solve this question. You can also discuss your approach. So basically we are just uh, figuring out the logic to solve the problems, and then you have to write the code for that. Okay,
Sir, these are not graded, right? Just for practice.
these are not graded. These are not graded. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, for exam
Okay,
syllabus point
so
of
these are only for the practice, and
Sir, for the exam syllabus point of view, the videos that the YouTube videos that in the portal, it's more is that the complete content, sir? So questions won't come outside from that, no, sir?
so now all live session will be live streamed. Okay, so you can see all these session on the YouTube, and we have added one live session tab. All the current live session you can see in this tab. Okay,
So, sir, all the content will be covered in the live sessions, right, sir?
basically we cannot cover everything which is covered in the week. Yeah, we these session are basically to cover the low. So first Friday session, Wednesday session is basically for to clear your doubt. Okay, if
Okay,
you
sir.
don't have any doubt, then we generally focus on the summary of this week.
Okay, sir.
Friday session is just to solve the problems based on the content of that week.
Yes, sir. But Wednesday session is for theory, right, sir? If I'm not mistaken.
That is for theory only and conceptual things, and your doubts also.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
And apart from these two sessions, there are 4 other sessions are also there by TA, so that you can also join for other activities.
Yes, sir.
So like one session is for PYQ, one session is for lead code problem practice, and 2 sessions only for the doubt clarification. Okay, so let's start the today's problem. So this is live coding problem.
Sir, TA sessions are not recorded, no?
That will also be recorded, but not be live streamed on YouTube. Okay, so recording will be there, but recording drive link will be provided in the sheet.
Okay. All 4 will be recorded?
All will be recorded.
Okay, done.
Okay. So comes to the problem. So now we strongly recommended that when you are solving the problems, always use this new interface. I think only new is available right now. Old is completely removed, I think.
Yes, sir. Only new is available.
Only new is there.
That's updated. Yeah, that's updated now. Okay. So okay, fine. Then this is the only option. So use this. And some updates are there, like this is summary of the submission. Okay, so then you can use. So second tab is the question tab. Okay, so let's start. So this is the first problem. First, I've already said that today's all 6 problems. So we are giving 6 problems today because these problems are basically only depends on basic concept of Python. Okay, simple basic logic. But from next week onwards, these problems will be reduced, like maybe 3 and 4, because that problems will be based on some algorithms which have taught in the that week. So that level of the problems will be high compared to the today problem. Okay, so because of that we can only cover 3 to 4 problems in a one session. So first we are covering the basic problem. So this is the first problem. I hope you can come up with the logic. So I am reading the question. A positive integer m is a prime product if it can be written as p multiply q, where p and q are both are prime. Okay, write a function prime product m that takes an integer m as input and return true if m is a prime product and false otherwise. If m is not positive, function should return false. So just always read the question statement carefully. Just note down all the constraints what are given to fulfill in your code and also validate your understanding. So what the question statement is saying. So question is saying in input we are getting one m number. One second.
So can I share my logic?
I'm coming on that one second. Yeah, I'm explaining the question statement first. So here, so question statement is asking to take one input. So this m we are taking as an input, and after that we are looking for this m. Is there any product p and q are available where the p and q both are prime, and if we multiply this p and q, we will get this m. Okay, so like this example is given 6. So 6 we can use like a 2 into 3, where 2 and 3 both are prime number. So that means we have the product of prime number, we are getting that m equal to m. So that we will return true. Otherwise, we will return false. So suppose 8 is the input. Is there any prime factors available for this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so if you see 2 and 4, and this is the only option. Okay, so 2 and 4 is the only option. So that this 2 is prime, but 4 is not prime. So this is not a prime product. So we will return false for this. Also, one additional constraint is given this. If this m is less than equal to 0, or m is not positive. Okay, so less than equal to 0, so we will directly return false. So we will not check for this negative number or 0. Okay, so these are the concept, question statement, task. Now you can share your logic for this.
Yes, sir. Sir, I will share my logic.
You can raise the hand and I'll take your logic. Okay, so let 1 second. I have to check who raised the hand first. Okay, yeah, Anmol, go ahead.
So shall I share my screen?
You can just share your logic first. Have you written the code?
Yes, sir. On the portal itself.
Okay, just initially just share your logic, what you did actually.
Sure. So first I imported math library and I defined a function called prime, which will basically give me the prime which will tell me if a number is prime or not. And then using that, I defined a function called prime L, which will give me a list of prime from 2 to till n, the input number. And once I get this list, I'll have all the list of prime till m, which is the input for prime product. And here I wanted to optimize my code, but I couldn't find the logic because I just wrote the code. I initially I did like a for loop for I in L, and then again for j in L, and if I into j is equals to m, then it will give true.
Okay, so means you collected all the prime numbers from like
Yes.
2 to that m number, and
Correct.
after that you are running a nested loop, and you are checking the multiplication for each factor.
Correct.
Or prime number.
Yes, sir. I have shared my code as well in the chat.
Don't share. Okay, so maybe some other will not try. Yeah. Okay, so that is fine. Correct. Okay. Yeah. Any other Ganesh?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ganesh.
Yes, sir. So according to my point of view, like we have to find the two multipliers, like two factors. The two factors are the prime factors of the given number. So what I'm, as the person said, previous student said, so I am also using the math library. So for a given number, I am going from 2 instead of m or m plus 1, I'm just go to the square root of that m, that is my upper bound. So I'm just going
Mhm.
to that thing. So that function will return it is a true or false. Sir, I'm not collecting any list of primes and all. So my focus is, so first the given number is m. I'm start with 2. So first I will divide that number by 2. So if I divide the number, like what I'm trying to say is, if m is 10, so 10 by 2 it will give 5, right? So then I will check. I will take this 5. I will check that quotient is a prime or not. If that is a quotient, so then I will return true. So what is my logic is, first I will find a prime number. So if the prime number is divided the number, then I will find the quotient. If that quotient is also the prime number, the quotient definitely divide the number. So if the quotient is also the prime number, then I will return true. Otherwise, finally I will return false.
Okay, so your first step is to find out all prime numbers from 1 to m. That is.
No, sir. Like my first step is, first I will find the first prime number, sir. For example, if the given m is 6 here, so I will start from 2. First, I will divide 6 by 2. Okay. So I know
Huh.
why I am dividing is, I will first check that 2 is prime
That
or
is
not.
fine. Yeah, that I got. So you are looking, it's just you are running a loop from maybe one or two, any place, and where the first prime comes, you are dividing from that number, okay, by
Yes.
that prime number, and what is the quotient value you are getting? You are
Yeah.
checking that is also prime or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes. If that
If
is a
that
prime,
is if that is a prime, then you are saying that yes, this is a prime
yes.
product.
Yeah. Otherwise, I will run the loop for the whole range. If it is not, it will return false, sir.
Yeah, this is also nice logic. Yeah, this is correct. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Binay.
Yes, sir. Sir, at first, I will check whether the given number is less than equal to 0 or not. If it is less than, then I will return it as false. But if it is not, then I will check number from 2 to n by 2 to check whether, and then I will check whether the given number is divisible by the from 2 to n by 2 or not. If it is divisible, then I will check whether the number is prime or not. Means the divisible number, like okay, sir. And then after checking that, if it is prime, then I will divide the given number by that number and converting to integer. After that, sir, I will also check whether the number comes after division is prime or not. And then
So Binay, one thing. So first you are dividing the number, this m number m by just running a loop. Okay, so suppose if you are checking with 2, this 2 is divisible
yes, sir.
by. Okay, if it is divisible, so that means suppose if you are dividing this m is like 6. Okay, so here suppose this for this example m is
Yes,
6,
sir. Yes,
and
sir.
suppose if you are dividing this by 4. So
Yes,
are you
sir.
also checking this like you will get a quotient value 1 here, okay? If you are dividing
Sir,
this. So are you
uh,
checking that 1 is prime or not?
sir, I'm looping from wait, sir. No, sir, I think. Sir, I think one is not prime.
No, no,
So
I'm
I
just
didn't.
taking one example according to your loops. What you are saying, suppose if you have like this 12 number, okay, 12. If you are
Mhm.
you are running a loop, from where you are running a loop? 2.
Sir, from 2 to n by 2 plus 1.
Okay, n by 2 plus like 7. Okay, so that range you are going. Then you are checking this if this 2 is divisible. You are dividing this 12 by 2, and you are getting
Yes, sir.
6. And then what you are
Yes,
doing?
sir.
You are checking.
Whether 6 is, sir, after dividing, I will check whether 2 is prime or not.
Okay.
If it
So
is
you are.
prime, then
So this is the same logic I think the previous student said, no? So I think this is the same.
Yeah, it's a kind of same, sir. Like I'm checking first, like in first I will check 2 is prime. If it is prime, then I will divide. I will get the quotient. I will check
Okay,
the
okay. So
quotient
that
is
is the only
also prime.
difference. So he is only checking after if it is completely divided, Then he's checking after that both 2 and 6 are prime. Correct, Binay?
Yes, sir.
So that is also fine. But so that will actually also take some additional steps that is not needed actually. Suppose if this 12 is divided by 4, still you will get a answer, okay, 3, but still you are
Yes,
checking
sir.
that 4 and 3 are prime or not. Okay, so that
Yes, sir.
divided operation is done without checking that this 4 is prime or not. So that is the additional step you are performing. You can skip this.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
before division operation, you can check if this number is divided, that number is prime, then only you can check by the by this division.
Sir,
Otherwise,
here
like you can 2, 3, and like 5 and 7 only just divide the actual number by these numbers.
Okay,
And after
sir.
that, what
Understand.
quotient value you are getting, that check that is also prime or not.
Okay, sir. I understand.
Okay, so your
uh,
logic is very close to the same concept, but some additional steps are there.
sir, here like we
Okay,
are
sir.
going from 2 to n by 2, right? So
You can make efficient like this. Okay, so in first week we are not discussing any efficient things, but yeah, you can think like this. This is the main agenda of this course, efficiency.
okay.
Sir, we need
Okay.
to do the code and sure we have to raise hand to tell what is our logic in this leap session.
No, we are discussing if you are getting different type of logic. If you have the same logic, you can no need to re-discuss again. Okay.
No, we don't have to code and show, right?
No need to show
Only
the code. First, we will
express
discuss the
the
things.
code what we think, right?
So yes. If you have some anything new idea, then you can explain in here.
Okay.
So here you
So,
can see we got two types of logic right till now.
sir,
So we are just looking any additional logics are there.
So let me ask one thing. If we find all the prime numbers from the like 2 to n 2 to m,
Okay.
will that be an extra step in this process?
Yes. Additionally, first thing you are finding. Suppose okay, for you
A
what you are
list of
doing.
prime numbers from 2 to m.
So suppose for this 12 example, your first step you are running a loop and you are checking for each number that this number is a prime or not. Okay. So in some case this will give additional time. So like this okay, so 4 into 3. So this is not example. So 6 this so 7 and 11, all these are the prime numbers. So this is the thing. But what happened without finding all the prime numbers, you can do the same things, and same times you can check the things. Okay, so you can run a loop like 1 2 this as he said that and m by 2 m m divided by 2 plus 1, till that point you can run a loop. Okay, and every time starting from 2, so if you find that this is a prime number, then only check this completely divided the m or not. If completely divided, then the check for the quotient that is also a prime or not. So suppose what happened if you got the suppose you are checking some number and you got complete prime list and you got the solution for this first 3. Okay, and you found that this number is completely divided by 3, and suppose number like 3 into 7 21, we are looking for 21. Okay, and first you what you are doing, you are just collecting all the prime numbers, so 13 and then 17, then 19, all prime number you have collected. But in the second iteration you are just checking that this 3 when you divide it by 3. Okay, so you got 7 and 7 is also prime, so both are prime. So this is the additional wastage steps which you have done. This is not used actually.
Sir,
You
could
got
you,
the answer by just checking in the initial steps.
sir, could you once again explain the most efficient way to solve this problem? Efficient and concise.
So that this approach is actually a this efficient approach. If we run a single loop, okay, so
Sir, could you
like 2
please
2
repeat it, sir? I couldn't follow.
So I'm just repeating. So
Sir, it's a humble request, sir. If before explaining your efficient method, if you could just hear out others' method also, so that you'll also get a chance to say.
that will also cover this logic. Hello. Yeah, Arjika, you said something.
Yes, sir. It's a humble request, sir. Like before explaining your efficient logic, it would be nice, sir, if you could just hear out others' logic, so that we also get to turn our minds in this before getting the right and the efficient thing.
Okay, fine. So first thing in this week, first step, we are not too much interested in the efficient solution. We are only interested in the solutions. Okay, because maybe there is a chance many of you are not aware of the efficiency still. Okay, how we are measuring the efficiency, how we are coming to that this code is efficient. I am not sure many of you are not aware of this part also. How we are actually checking this. So week 2 is the correct point. Once the week 2 is completed, then we will understand that how we are actually checking that this code is efficient. Okay, so still I'll explain that little bit. I'm not going in the deep how we are checking the complexity or details in these things. Yeah, so if any other students, Ravi and one
Sir?
second. Yeah, just first Ravi has raised the hand.
Sir, I have a doubt. Can P and Q be the same?
Sorry?
Can P and B or Q be the same?
PNB, what is this?
So
P and Q.
can 25 be the number that P and Q? Like can M
Can 49, 25, 7 into 7 is that?
squares, perfect squares be the solution to this?
That is
but we are not checking the product to be prime. No, we are checking for P and Q or primes.
That is
Product need
also
not be.
there is this is condition is not given here, so that should be the distinct one. Okay, so 5 into 5, this is also fine. 25 is also a prime product.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, I have a bit different approach.
Ravi, you can.
Sir,
Yes,
I
sir.
had a
Tell me,
doubt, sir. Hello. Sir, in the remainder approach, sir, the thing is when you divide something by something, we are not getting an integer. So how would we test it for prime? Because we'll be getting floating value, no?
Sir, I will answer this question.
Ganesh, yeah, Ganesh, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So for example, I did that same approach. I am trying to divide a number by other number, so it will definitely give a floating point, even if the number is exactly divided. For example, 4 by 2, it will give 2.0. If I divided 5 by 2, it will give 2.5. So what I am trying is, so I will take the number itself, if condition, I will take the number itself equal to the integer typecasting that float into integer. So that time, so I have
But you can typecast any number, any float number to integer, so it really doesn't make any difference, no?
Correct. 1 second.
No, so Ganesh, why we are doing this much thing? Okay, so when we are checking this number is divisible by this or not, first we will check this is completely divisible by or not. Suppose
Sir,
at the
the
time.
issue was with the remainder, sir, because we were calculating the remainder, no? Sorry, quotient. Sorry, my mistake. Quotient.
No, I am saying that suppose if you have 12, okay, and we are looking for this 2. We are running a loop, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, this we are looking. So what we can do, we can just check. First, we can check this 12 is completely divisible by 2 or not. Okay, equal to 0. Then only we will go inside this and we will check this 2 is a prime number and Q set is a prime number or not.
Sir, that is the question, sir. When you said 12 by 2, we will get 6.0, or maybe let's say 15 by 5. So we will get 3.0. We can say 5 is a prime number, but we cannot say 3.0 is a prime number.
Actually, you can do that. Actually, you can do
say
that. So, yeah.
Sam?
Yes, sir. So we can do that, right? Like double forward slash, the integer division. So it would give an integer value. So 12 double forward slash 2 It would
that,
give an
yeah,
integer value.
Fine, fine, fine. Got your.
yeah, that you can use. But
Sir,
generally,
can I share my
3.0
logic,
is
sir?
that 3.0 can also be used for this. Okay, so that will not affect the things.
Oh,
Yeah,
sir, 3.0 will be causing trouble in checking for prime now, sir. We do not have any such functions.
no, why we are using function? First thing, for this course, I am not interested in any built-in function.
No,
Okay.
no, no, no. If I want to write a function which will take input as floating value, and how would we return whether it is a prime or not? That is the problem here.
No, Python, where we are using this float or int anything. If
So
you are always passing, we are checking that this number is completely divisible. Okay, so by this
correct.
formula,
Because
definitely you will
we
always get 0.0. You will never
3.0.
get 0.2, 0.3. Okay,
Yes.
so you will get always 0.0. So that will be equivalent to the integer things. In your any function where, if suppose if you have written any function to check this number is a prime number, always this 3.0 will be passed, and that will be passed as a integer. Okay, so that will not affect anything, any operation
Uh,
where your code will be stuck by this.
I think I'll need to check once, and then I'll come back to you, sir.
In Python, just tell me where your code will stuck by only this point, this logic. Okay,
Sir,
because
can I
there is
share
no
my
data
logic,
type.
sir?
1 second, some more are remaining. So, if anyone have another type of logic, please come up. So, Ravi, you raise the hand.
Yes, sir. So first I will create a function of a factor. So basically I will create a factor of a given number, and
Hmm.
it will and we will not take one and the number itself, and we
Okay.
will return this result as a list, and then we will
Okay.
compare this list. Is the list length is 2? If the list length is 2, we will print true. That's it, sir.
That factor you have collected for which value? M value or any other value?
Sir, m value only.
No, how you can get this? So, suppose 8, okay, and you will get 2 and 4, the factor list.
So we will also get 2 2 4 4. Oh yes, sir. Correct, correct.
Okay. So this will not give the answer, okay, because we need to check P and Q value. So that will divide
Yes, sir.
completely this, and both are prime. So your solution is not checking this is a prime or not.
I thought
Okay.
the factor should be only prime if the length of list is 2, because otherwise we can create more factor of that number, na? Like we
No, but
can
you
create
are
factor
checking
of
for
4
this
also.
actually.
Got
You
it,
are
sir. Got it. Got
okay.
got it.
Kiran. Yes, Kiran.
Yes, sir. So I will first define the prime function.
Hmm.
Where, I will iterate from 2 to the um, n by 2 plus 1, where n is the parameter I have passed to it. And then if I find any factor to the n, I will return false there itself. And after completing the loop, I will return true. That means if I don't find any factor, I will return true. That means the given number is prime. And then I will define this prime product function. And then I will check if n, here we are taking m, right? So if m is less than or equal to 0, if m is less than or equal to 0, then I will return false.
So Kiran,
Else,
I confused in the first step. What you checked in the first step initially?
initially I have defined a prime function separately,
Hmm.
and then in the this function prime product, I'm checking whether m is less than or equal to 0. So
That is the one constraint. What are the other things?
if m is less than or equal to 0, then I will return false. Else I will create a list of prime numbers till m. So for that, I will be using this filter method. This is a
Okay, I
built-in
got it.
function. So I'll say list of filter of lambda x going to prime of x, and I will give the range as list of range of 2 comma m plus n m plus 1, and then I will iterate from for I in this list I have formed prime still m, and then for j in prime still m, I will check if I into
So
j is
mainly two,
equal to
you
10.
are running two loops, right? Two like 3 and 5, 7, 11, and
Yeah,
13. Like so
this is a
means
nested
you
loop.
have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and it's 13. So you are running just 2 and 3, 6. That is equal to the your m value or not, like this.
Sorry.
You have collected all the prime numbers and you are just traversing one I loop and same j loops. That means you are just trying to 2 into 2 4, that is equal to m, 2 into 3, like this you are
Yeah,
running.
yeah, it's a nested loop.
Okay, okay, this is nested loop, so that definitely I think first one is covered this logic, first student. Okay, Shivam.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir,
Sir,
One second, Shivam. Yeah.
sir, I have a
Hello.
I have a questions from you, sir.
Yeah, Ravi.
Let Ravi,
Sir,
let Ravi
so
complete, sir, first.
sir,
One
in
second.
my approach, if I put a condition that the number is not a cubic prime number, then will it be correct or not, sir?
Sorry, cubic prime number means?
It's not should be cube of a prime number, 2 cube like 8 and 3 cube 27, something like this, sir.
How
Then
this
will
help?
that be correct?
How this will
Sir,
help?
it will eliminate those number which are coming the same number coming three times, and because the same number coming three times we are taking factor. So for example, in 8 case we are taking 4 into 2, but actually 8 can be written in 2 into 2 into 2, so it's a cubic thing, sir. That's why
63
I
is
just want.
63 is an exception.
Sorry.
As per logic, 63 will be there. It will create an issue. 63.
63.
Yeah, 21 into I guess 6 or 3 or something. So it is 3 into 3 into 7.
Yeah, so 3 into 3 into 7, then so this will not be true now, because the list of the factor is not 2. I mean the number of element in the list is not 2 now, it's 3 now.
Excuse me, sir.
1 second.
So actually, I also did the same with the same logic, but instead, if the length is equals to 2, then I'm checking for if every element in that list is prime or not. If every element in the list is prime, then we can say it is a prime product. Else not.
Yes, we
Okay.
can do with that approach also. Yeah, if like you are doing, you are finding factor and you are checking the list. The length of the list is 2, and you are checking the element of the list is prime. Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
I have a
First,
question.
I'm
How are
checking
you
the if
finding the factors then?
No, we will create a function to find the factor now.
finding factors is easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
So this example 58, we are getting true
Yes.
answer.
Yeah,
So
Yes,
because
sir.
2 into 29, sir.
2
Yeah.
into 29, but they are the another factor is not available for this.
No, sir, except 1
No,
and
sir.
58.
No, sir. After taking some examples like 15, which is 3 into 5, or like 10, which is 2 into 5, these are all prime products. Usually, these prime products are having like just are only multiple of like two numbers, except for one and the number itself. Else, it won't be a prime product if there are more than two numbers that will multiply to give this number.
Okay, so that
Uh,
validation you have to check
sir,
any counter example is there for this. So
yeah,
always this has the only two prime product that is
like
so.
maybe there exists a number that contain more prime products and those are unique, so we will get a list of primes that is length is more than 2. We don't know, sir, actually.
So if it is more than two prime number, like you are saying, the
Then if
multiplication is more than two number, and the two numbers are prime, right?
Yeah, like for example, you have more than 2 numbers and like for example, 3 numbers. 3 numbers are all prime.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I said. It,
but
like we
But
created a
but
okay,
condition
but
so
which
prime
what
is
into
not
prime
happened?
cubic.
will give a but prime into prime number won't be a prime number.
So one counter example for this, suppose like 25, then you will not get a two prime product for that, only one prime product.
No, so factor of 25 will be 5 into 5, right?
No, but
And then
you are looking for
Yeah,
the factor, na, but counting will come only one.
yeah, but we can like include a if condition where it will check if it is a
That
perfect
additional
square or not.
condition you have to
Yeah,
apply
yeah.
here.
Yeah,
so
like these
which
are the only
conditions?
two conditions that are coming. Like I've also checked for that five square, what you just said. I just put a condition where, for
Hmm.
the perfect squares. If it's a perfect square, then I'm checking the if the perfect square, like the number that is made the perfect square, if it's a prime number or not. Then if it's a prime
Hmm.
number, then it's a prime product.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
It
yeah.
will,
Sorry, sir.
sir, according to me, I think it will only create problem if the same
But
number coming three times. If the number is cubic number.
yeah, but for that it will be 2 into 4, right? So
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
one of the factors which is 4, it is a compound number and not a prime number. Then from that
Give an
factor
example,
list we are
please.
able to check it and remove that thing.
Can you give an example, please?
Example, I guess the same example, like the factors list of 8, which is 2 into 4.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm saying. Like for a
yeah, yeah.
cubic multiple of a prime number, I have to exclude.
No,
Hmm.
the factors list contains 2 and 4. So if the length of the factor list is 2, then I'm checking if every element in the factors list is prime or not. If it is a
Yeah, I
prime,
got it.
then
Yeah, it's your approach, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I got your approach that you are checking the element is it prime or not. If both the number is prime, then you are printing true. Is it?
yeah.
Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah, that is looking also correct if you're following this thing. So after
Sir,
finding out all the prime factor and you are getting only two or one, then for one you are checking that is the square of that is the equal to m or not, or for two product you are just simply checking the multiplication, or
Yes,
you can directly come up with the answer.
yeah.
Yeah, I think this is
sir,
correct. Yeah, yeah, Ritika.
excuse me, sir. In my
uh,
opinion, sir, I would like to add, and probably somebody would have also added that. But, sir, I think in my approach, what I can do is for the lesser part, we can do it first. For the greater than zero part, sir, what I'll do, I'll make a small list, including elements 4, 6, 10, and 14. So if my numbers are in 4, 6, 10, and 14, I'll say true. And for the rest of part, if any other even number is it, I'll outright reject it. And for the odd part, I'll use the functions or that, the prime products.
but two you have to include, no? So two is even still.
Yes, sir, that have included, no? Like for the 14 number, you
Yeah,
get
so
2 to
I'm
7
noting
prime.
some voice issue is there from your side. Some humming is there. I'm also not very clear. So this is only for
Hello?
me, or others are also not able to clearly hear you.
Yes, sir.
It's a bit
There
Yes.
is
noisy.
very noise.
Hello?
Some humming is coming, and your voice is very not clear.
Hello, sir. So should I share my, logic in the chat box?
You can put in the chat. Meanwhile, I'll check with others. So yeah, that is also fine. So same things you are doing. You are looking all the prime numbers till that point, and after that you are deciding. Yeah, that is also fine. But we will discuss which one is the efficient later. Yeah, Shivam, do you have any another new?
Not
Sir, it's like whatever you are discussing now. I just have the doubt, sir. If we are finding the small prime factor, a smallest prime, first we are defining a function for prime numbers. Then we are checking whatever the number and dividing it by 2 plus 1. Dividing it by 2 plus 1. Up to that we are finding the number. And then we are starting with the smallest prime number, checking from the smallest prime number like 2. For example, if we take an example of 12, if we are starting with 2, then whatever the, if 2 is means if 12 is completely divisible by 2, whatever the quotient came, then we just check the quotient. No, that's it. We do not have to go ahead. Like if 6 is there, if 6 is a prime number, if 6 or any other number, whatever number if you take, if the quotient again comes to prime, then it is the means it gives the output as true. Otherwise, it gives the output false. Since there's a, as per my knowledge, sir, there are no any number. There is no any number exists which has 4 prime factors which together multiply to get a to get the main number. For example, if you take 12, if you take 12, then like 2 into, sorry, if you take 6, it is 2 into 3 equals to 6. This is a like 2 prime factors which are multiplied together to get the main number. There are numbers which has 3 prime factors or 4 prime factors, but not any number is there where 2 prime factors, where such a pair of prime factors which are multiplied together to get the main number. There is no any number exist as per my knowledge. So why should we go with that? There is
So
a condition applied
that
that
is the logic. So similar to this,
yes,
like when we check the prime numbers,
yes, sir.
if we found that any factor first time, we can stop the process. So if we are
Yep.
looking
And
number is a prime or not, so and we start the process from we checking from the 2. So if this number is divisible by 2 or not, at any point if we found that is any number which is completely divided the main number, so we
Himanshu,
stop the process.
Himanshu, I can prove. Himanshu, I can prove. One more thing, sir. Like last discussion, no? In the last discussion, you have discussed for 25. If 25 is a number, then you are checking that there are 5 into 5. Both means 5 into 5 and 5 is a prime number. So as per the question you have given, there are like if M is a prime, if M is a number and P and Q, it is not written anywhere that P and Q should be same. If it is a condition that P and Q could be same, then it comes to a issue that there's a number which has one prime factor and it is multiplied by itself to get the number, like a square wala condition. Then we have to make a next function where for which can come to find that if a number is a value of a square, if a number is the value of a prime number square of prime number, then it comes to a thing ki ha bhai ye bhi a condition you have to apply. Otherwise, the smallest prime number, from a smallest prime number, we can come to the result, come to the solution.
So I've shared my flow of logic sir in the chat box. Please check.
Okay.
Sure, I will share my code in the chat box.
Yes, Shivam, your approach is fine. So things we have to check also for the same number. So like 5 into 5, because it is also not mentioned that that could not be the like that is not distinct. Okay, so we have to check for the same number also.
Sir, can I share my screen? Actually, I have write the code.
1 second. First, let me. So code definitely you can validate. Okay, so that code what you are writing after discussing this logic, you can validate in the portal. Your code is working. Your solution is correct. But here we are discussing the different type of logic if you have. Okay, we are not
Yes,
checking
sir.
the code.
I have a different logic.
So logic you can mention. Don't let's share the code things. Okay. 1 second, Jikya. So make a list like 4, 6, 10, 14. So 4, 6, 10, 14. What is this list, Jikya? What it is defining?
So there is a list of two numbers where we get true for two prime products.
Oh, you are making a list first, like 4 is the prime factor, 6 is prime factor, 10 is prime factor at the initial point. If any even number greater than 14, outright reject it. Okay, even number.
Hello.
Arjika, 1 second. I am just reading. If any even number greater than 14, outright reject it. For odd number greater than 14, check for the prime of factor P and Q. Okay. Okay, till this point, 2 is the possible factor. You are saying this. After that, okay, then only odd is possible.
Hello, I'm audible. Hello.
Arjika, you are audible, Arjika, but your voice is a little bit loud and coming with humming sound.
After this, I believe there's some issue with the network, sir.
Excuse me,
So,
sir. By a GK approach, how will you how will you think about number 22?
So 22 is yeah, that is also correct.
right, got it.
I have a simple solution. Can I share?
And after that, 34, so 17 into 2, that is also a prime factor. So
Even
that
26 is there,
Yes,
sir. I got
we can
26.
do number like 2 into prime number.
2 into prime number, that number will also be prime factor. Yeah, that is correct. Okay, so who was there? Raise the hand. Yeah,
I have a
please.
simple solution with 3 ifs. We can solve this. We'll create a loop. We'll go from 2 to the ceiling of square root of the number n. Okay. Just to make sure that we are one past the this thing square root.
Yeah, that is
and
the.
within this, yeah, and then we'll write a if to check that if it is prime or not. Assuming that we have written a prime function, is prime function somewhere on top. We'll check if this number is prime, then okay, is this dividing it correctly or not? That is n mod I is equal to 0. Okay, it's dividing also. So now I'll check if n by I, int of n by I is prime or not. Yes means after these 3 loop, just return true. Okay. Any
Yes.
of the stage it is not prime, leave it. So just by division we can check if the other no need to find factors of, I mean, a priori and all that. So
Yeah,
we can just
correct.
on the go do the things with 3 ifs.
I want to add in this in his
Yeah,
logic.
okay.
Actually, he said that we have to check for 3 if loops. Sorry, if logics. Like first, we have to check for I is a prime number or not. Actually, my logic is that first you check whether I is dividing the n value or not. If it is dividing, then check it is a even prime number or not. And if it is a prime number, then you proceed. Actually, my approach is first you divide and then check it
Yeah,
if it is.
sequence, yeah, understood. Sequence can be altered between the first 2
Yeah,
ifs. Understood. Yeah.
So that
Got your
is
point also.
yeah, that is fine. Yeah, that is also a efficient solution for this. So that will follow the minimal steps to perform this. Otherwise, what we are doing, the 2 nested loop, definitely. So I'm not sure that is not covered. So I'm not discussing. So suppose if anyone is running like first loop is running for I from 1 second. When is there? So suppose loop is running 1 to n. Suppose we are getting n factor for this. Okay, so and another j loop is running inside this the same. So that it become n square. Okay, so that is the logic is correct. I am not saying that your solution is not correct here. We are just looking that which solution is taking less steps to perform the same task. So as per so last solution which is given, so that what we are doing, we can simply first we can apply the constraint that if m is less than equal to 2, so we can directly reject it. Okay, otherwise we can run a loop like 2 is square root of m and we can add 1. Okay, so this range we can try for I, and after that inside this we can simply check if this m is completely divisible. Okay, so completely divisible by 2, this is the condition, if this is we are getting, then we will only check inside this. So inside this we will check, we will use some prime function. Definitely we check the that division. So this we will use I. Okay, so I. If is prime, suppose I have one another function is prime. Okay, is prime I. So if this function is returning true, and I can take one condition and, okay, and I can check another condition. So that is prime, and here I'll write that m float division 2. No, so reminder, sorry, that is quotient value. Float division 2. This is correct. So you can see this will by default solve the things. So first we are checking, we are dividing m by I. If it is giving reminder 0, that means this I is completely divided this m. Okay, then we will only look if this I is a prime number or not. Okay, if this function will return true, then only second function will be checked. If the
Sir,
first
in
function,
second it should be m by I na. You have written 2.
I sorry. So if the first function returned false, second function will definitely not check. If you know the logic of AND, by default, if we are taking two condition within the AND function, so if first condition is false, then second condition will not be calculated, not be checked. If first condition is returning true, then only second condition will be evaluated. Okay, so this is just like a you can write this condition within inside this first condition. Okay, so this is also same type of instruction. So this is the smallest part. So you can run is the loop from 2 to square root of m plus 1, this range, and after that you can simply write this logic. Okay, just first check I is completely divided m or not. If yes, then check I is a prime number or not. Okay, if I is a prime number, then check this, the quotient is a prime number or not. Then you will get a solution.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is taking less number of steps to solve the problems. Okay, so because of that we are saying this is efficient solution. Okay, so I am not calculating complexity for this. What is the complexity of this? That is the second B content. So, but yeah, if so, the first week professor have also discussed the different approach to solve the prime numbers, multiple type of solution, and he also discussed the which one is taking less number of steps. So because of that, our main goal for this course is to find out the efficient solution. Efficient solution means which actually takes less number of steps to solve the problem. Okay, so that is just means so that is taking less time. Less steps means less time it will take. Okay, but how we represent the complexity notations, that theoretical things we will cover in week 2 content. So yeah, this is the solution you can use. This week don't think about the like efficiency. Okay, so this is I'm repeating again. Don't think about the solution efficiency in the code first week. Only just recap your Python Python code skills. Okay, so I hope this logic is clear. Other logic was also correct. They are just finding out the prime first, and then we are after that they are deciding that this prime product or not. That is also all correct. So you know that any problem may have multiple type of logic to solve. So that is fine. Okay, that you have already done in the Python course. But in this course, from week 2 onwards, we will only try to focus on efficient solution. And that we will discuss once we will understand the meaning of efficiency. Okay, so yeah, this is solution. So shall we move to the second? Yes.
So what would be the order of complexity of this logic or this?
What you are asking? Complexity of this?
Yes, sir.
So as I mentioned that I will not discuss the complexity in the first week. Okay, so complexity is not covered till now. Complexity is discussed in week 2 content. So suppose if I write the complexity big of that square root of n. So maybe many of you will confuse that what is this big O? What is the meaning of this big O? And how we come up to this order of n? So that is the confusion thing. So because of that, I am not coming on this for the complexity. Yeah, second week you can discuss all the complexity for the week 1 problems also. I don't want to confuse anyone. Okay, so by discussing these notations of complexities. As I mentioned that this code is taking less number of steps to solve the problem. So just this first week, I can say this. Okay, so you can write this logic by your code. First, you can write the solution for prime number checking. If this number is prime or not. Yeah, others can move to the, if you have already done, you can move to the second problem. So shall I write the code or shall we move to the next?
So write the code.
Okay, write the code. Okay, so yeah, others can move to the another problems and solve that problems. Okay, so that will take less time to cover. So okay, so I am writing the code for this. So first thing, we are writing this function. So like this is the main function we required. So prime product. Okay, and this is taking n value as an input. So this product from this, I'll call the another function that will use to check the number is a prime or not. Okay, so that I'm writing here. So def is like prime. Okay, so this is prime, and that is taking any value, suppose n, and this is simply a prime checking function. Okay, so that is just checking that number is a prime not or not. So here we can directly write like if n is less than 2. Okay, so that we will return false. False. Okay, so I'm writing simply checking the number is a prime or not. So then after that, for I in range and 2. Okay, so 2 you can run square root of n. You can write an efficient solution for here. So that is square root of n. So I'm writing simply. I generally not use built-in function, all these things, this function. So I'm writing like this n divided by 2, 1 plus 1, this point. This is also a valid range. Okay, so here just divide that if n is completely divided by this I 0, then at that point return false. Okay, else out of loop return true. Okay, so this is the function which is checking number is a prime or not. Is this correct? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After that, in the main function, okay, so what we will check, we will just run a loop. So for I in range, and same things, we will start from 2. Okay, so we have to validate that first condition also. So if this n, okay, so n is less than equal to 1, then we will return directly false. Okay, this is the second part. Okay, range from 2 to, so square root of n you can write with the help of that that math function or something. So I'm writing again that n flow division by 2 plus 1. That is also not required. And here for this range, I'll check simply if that is, I just forgot that. For square root of n, we can write this like asterisk and 0.5. This becomes
sir, range will not work, sir, because if it is in decimal, then range function will not work.
Decimal means
floating point number.
That is like floor division, no?
That is floor division, no? So it is integer only.
Okay.
Sir, I still don't understand
that
why
is
we're taking a square root.
This is the prime. I hope you have seen the code in the week 1, because if we are checking that what are factor we can get for any number, so that is come up with only the till the square root of n. Okay, so suppose if you are looking for 64. Okay, so if
Oh,
you
okay, I
so that
understand.
can be, you can get only 8 by 8.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so I
Sir,
said
here n to the power 0.5 you have to typecast, sir, like int, because that will be float maybe. So the range function won't work, sir.
Okay. 1 second.
That's
Sorry.
what I said. No? Somebody said.
Previously he is putting n like integer
Float
divided by
division. That
2.
was float division. Yeah, square
That
root
will
may
work.
become different. Yeah.
Int of n star star 0.5, that will work, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that condition you can take int. You are saying this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after that, in this range, we will always check this n, actually n divided. Okay, so float division 2 is equal to 0. If this condition is true, then we can write if that I so is prime. We are calling the function, that type of function. If that I is a prime number, inside this function, if this first is true, then we will check for the second. So if is prime, that is n floor division by I. Okay, and if this is also true, then we will return true. Otherwise you will return okay, not here, the outside of this loop, return false. Okay, so this is the code. You can see we are running for this range. If our sorry, this is also not to I. So if n is completely divided by I, then we are checking for I is prime number and quotient is also prime number or not. If both are prime, then we will return true. Otherwise, if after completion of all checking still we are not returning anything, then we will return false. That means we not got any prime
Sir,
factor. Yeah.
in line 5 and 14, it should not be remainder, mod, instead of third division.
No, I think
This is
line 16 is wrong, right?
this is yeah, correct. Sorry. Yeah, we are looking reminder here. Okay. Okay, so we are
Sir,
looking for
instead
reminder. Yes.
sir, instead of using nested if conditions, can we write if is prime I and is prime J?
As I mentioned, we can also write like this, and
Yes.
is prime and floor division 2. Sorry, not 2I. Okay, and then we can remove this. That is also the same thing.
Yes.
Okay, so this is also same. See.
Sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So, so we can put the return false in the else part of the second if.
Here. No.
Second if.
Second if. No.
So, means like if something else is dividing that number, then it is already not a prime product.
No, 1 second. So 5 7 ja 35.
Yes,
Okay, 35.
So I ran the code and it is working actually. After I've put else in the second if and returned false.
1 second. Yeah, so we are looking division.
So, but what if inner if is false and outer if is true.
No, so he's saying that you will not get this type of condition. So, 1 second.
Then we can avoid like excess steps.
That is yeah. I think so 35. So this is the same like argument which have someone have said this prime factor always have the two factor.
Yes, sir. That
If
was
that
me
is
and
different
Ravi.
actually.
Yeah,
Ha,
that
ha,
was
ha.
me and Ravi.
Oh yeah, okay. So you said na? Ha, ha. So that
Yeah.
is the same argument. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if that is true, definitely this quote is also true. Yeah, correct. That is also fine.
So didn't get his point. So can you please explain that?
So he said that any prime factor which we are talking about here, so that will always come with two factor or maybe one factor. That is the possibility.
So he wanted to place this return false somewhere, sir.
So that he is mentioned that if we are entering inside this condition, so if we are coming with like this n is completely divisible by I
Mm-hmm.
entering, so that means we are getting one factor of this.
Okay.
Okay, if that we then this condition is not true, then there is a no solution. True, false. Okay, so so suppose example we are talking about like 21 we are looking for. So we will never come of this 21 only the this is a prime product. So only two factors are available. So that is 3 and 7. So because of that, this is a prime factor. There is no another factors can be available if this is a prime product. So either maybe one factor with the same number 5 into 5 like 25. If you are getting more than two factor, then that is not a prime factor actually. So you will all for the prime product number you will only enter into this first if condition with this like this, and that will also be a prime product. The another quotient part will also be a prime product. You can directly return the answer. Otherwise you will never enter into a inside this condition. And there is, if you are entering inside this condition, suppose if we are looking for like 12, okay, so you got like 2, okay, 2 and you can see 3 4, okay, 1 second, so 2 3 4 6, so this is you can see, so we are entering inside this for 2, okay, and 2 6, this is not a prime factor, then that means there's no solution for this, we can directly return this. So in a simple term, any prime product contains only either one product, one factor where we are getting the multiply with the same factor, and we are getting otherwise maximum two factor. That is a prime. More than two are not possible. So in that case, you will only enter for these two factors inside this loop, inside this first condition. So we can put directly return here else here also. Inside the else part. That will also work. Okay, so all test cases are passing. Okay, so these are some different logic here. So okay, but don't focus too much about the efficiency here. So that is also correct approach because of these rules. So prime product can contain only two prime factors. If any number is a prime product, definitely that will only have the two factor maximum. That where both are the prime, or maybe one factor where that multiplication is equivalent to that number. Okay, so this is the solution for first problem. Let's move to the another. So just check for the additional condition. So maybe you are not fulfilling the constraint of that problem. I think this one. If any value has is not negative, not positive. Yeah, Kiran.
Sir, I have raised my hand for the second problem.
Okay, okay. Okay, so second problem is not too much related to any particular logic. So write a function delete character. So as C that takes string S and C as input, where C has length 1, a single character, and returns a string obtained by deleting all occurrence of C. Yes. And C has length other than 1, then function return should return S completely. So I hope this is straightforward. How you will do? Yeah, Kiran.
Sir, I will check if the length of C is greater than 1. If it is greater than 1, then I will return the original string.
Then return.
Else if I will check the length of the C is equal to 1. If so, I will use this built-in replace method, and to replace each character C with an empty string, and assign this to a variable, and then I will return that variable.
Okay. Yeah, that is fine. So this is straightforward question. There's not too much logic involved in this. Just go through the string character by character, check for the each character. Here you can create a new strings. Okay, because string is immutable, so that you cannot directly replace the things. Okay, so that replace function also itself create a new strings after deleting the things.
Yes, sir.
So simply what we, yeah.
Sorry, sir. Like, yeah, so as you said that replace function and all, every time it will create a new string in object.
Yes.
So what I tried is like iterate the, as the previous person said, iterate the string. If the C is like whatever the character that is not C, that character I will append into new list.
New strings, yeah.
No, sir, I'm appending into new list. So every time the list will be same in object. For example, if it is B, apart from B, I will append all character in some list, one list. So when I'm returning, I will concatenate that list into string, typecast into string, and I will return, sir.
That is fine. Yeah, that also.
Sir, I would start with an empty string, sir, and then append. So if it is not equal to C, then I would append it, sir.
Yes, correct.
I think
appending means you are concatenating, correct?
Yes, sir, exactly. A is equal to A plus whatever new one.
Yes, yeah, that's fine. So this is just simply a iterating a strings and just comparing the character. If not that, adding that character into a new strings. So this is simple logic, nothing new in this. So you can write code for this. So I'm also writing here. So first, fulfill the constraint which is mentioned in the question statement. If character length of C is more than 1, then we will not do any operation. We will directly return S. So here we will check the length of the string C is if this is greater than or we can say not equal to 1. Okay. So in this case, you will directly return S. So this is the one. And otherwise, we will run a loop. So we can take the our result string. So res equal to, suppose I have created this, and then run a loop. So for I or I in s. Okay, so I am just reading the character here. So if this I character I is not equal to c, okay, then we will add this I value into the result. So that res equal to res plus I. So then this C character will not be come in the resultant listing, or all that the character will be removed from the original listing. And finally we will return this updated res. So this is the straightforward solution for this. Okay.
Sir, can you explain like why replace is not preferred here?
Replace also perform the same thing. So replace, first thing, that also perform internally the same operation. So if you are already aware of this shortcut function, built-in function, you can use, but you should also aware of that the time complexity of for that.
Sir, using built-in function is good for DSA?
No.
So like we should approach in a own manner, right?
Yes. So what happens? So in Python there is sort built-in function. Okay, sort, you can directly use sort and pass the list, and you will get a sorted list. But in week 2 we are learning all the sorting algorithms. Okay, the task is same, but Python provide this built-in function, then there is no meaning for learning the sorting algorithms. Okay, so because of that we generally said that for learning purpose do not use built-in function, okay, for this course. But yeah, in exam, if you know the built-in function, definitely you can use the built-in function to like save your time. If you are working, if you are giving the exam in within the time constraint, if you know the built-in function, so you can use built-in function also. But for learning, definitely do not use built-in function. Also, if you are using built-in function, so let me, I'm giving one example. So suppose if you have one list here, so one list is given here, and there are, suppose 1 to n number is there. Okay, and we are performing any searching operation, linear search operation. Suppose we are looking any k value in this list. So generally what operation is performed for this, so that we start comparison from first, then second, then third, then we come up with the solution that this number is exist or not. But in Python you can directly return the answer like k in l by this. Okay, if you can directly write if k in l, then you can perform like anything. So this k in l, how this internally actually performing, this is not a constant operation, this is not a order of one operation, constant operation we can say. This k in l is a built-in operation in the Python that will directly return you the answer, but internally that is also following the same approach, linear searching. So you should aware, if you are using built-in function, you should aware that how that built-in function is performing internally and how much time it is taking. Otherwise maybe you will get a wrong complexity. If you are calculating the complexity of your function, then you will get the wrong complexity if you are thinking that this is a constant operation. So this is just written in one line, k in l, you are getting the answer, but internally this is a order of n operation, and comparison are happening in the worst case internally. Okay, so this is the requirement to understand the inner backend implementation for any built-in function also. Okay, so if you are using
Sir,
sort function for any list, sort of l, like how internally this happening actually, how, what is the complexity for this sort function, that you should aware.
excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, is it true like the built-in function in Python, like in backend, there is a code in C++ to make it more fast?
Most of the language are backend is more related to the C actually.
Yes, sir. So if
So
we
C is
use
more like C is more closer to the machine language. So that is generally used for most of the operating system, as a that develop the operating system also.
got it, sir. Got it.
So
So as you said, like if we use K in L, we are still doing loop thing.
Still internally that loop is happening.
Got it, sir. So if we do explicitly in Python looping, then it will still take more time than the backend looping.
No,
Is it
no,
true, sir?
no.
No, why not, sir? Because the backend code is on C++, no?
Still some that mapping is there that will take additional time. Still your code is executing, that is also executing internally in the backend, na? So that is more same, I think. So I am not sure about the exact backend things, how that backend is happening. So also maybe that I'm not sure that this is written in C. C is the mainly the more deeper thing actually. Not we can say that suppose if you are using sort. So we are not saying the sort is written in C. This may be defined inside the Python, maybe in Python also. In some definition is given like as a library. So this is the
Okay, sir.
development of that how they have developed, what shortcut they have created, how they have implemented. That I am not sure about the exact things. Okay, how the Python is internally working, but generally library function are also written in the same language. Okay, so do not. Also, in the terms of complexity, if it is written in C, still we cannot say that that is efficient. Because in C also, how you can say that this is efficient? Because C also perform the same looping, na?
No, I'm not saying is it proper efficient. I'm saying if we use K in L, then we are the Python is doing looping
So
in
C,
backend and which was written in C++. So it is still faster than if you wrote, write
no,
code
no,
in
no, no, no,
Python,
no,
especially if K in L or something.
no, no. So that C is also performing the looping. So that looping is also the same operation you are performing, comparison, all these things. So same steps will come. And generally complexity is calculated in the terms of operation, not the clock time or any machine time, actually. How that is faster,
Yeah,
not.
okay, sir. So got it.
Okay.
So it's a number of step will be same.
Number of steps will be same. So
Okay.
complexity efficiency is calculated in the terms of time complexity. I'm only saying time complexity is calculated in the terms of number of steps, not the clock time.
Sir, is there any
Okay, sir.
built-in method to check time complexity?
No, there is, yeah, time complexity is totally theoretical concept. Okay,
All this
so
will all this be explained in the next
next week. Yeah.
okay, sir.
Yeah, Wednesday session I'll discuss. Okay, or you can see in the professor lecture also. Okay, so this is just about the basic idea of. So I'm coming on the problem back. So this is simple one iteration of the strings, and we are getting the solution for second problem. I hope there's no doubt in this. This is straightforward. So you can use a built-in function, but you should aware of the time complexity or internal things little bit. How that is also following the same approach which we are following. So okay, so comes to the next. Yeah, so this is also a one approach. This is simple approach, but it will use in one of the algorithm. Okay, so because of that, this question is given here. So write a function shuffle L1 L2 that takes two lists L1 and L2 for input and return a list consisting of the first element in L1 and then first element of L2, then the second element in L1, then second element in L2, and so on.
Sir?
If the two lists are not equal length, the remaining elements of the longer list are appended into the end of shuffled output. Yeah.
Sir, I have a logic for this code, but actually it's using the built-in function sort to implement that logic.
Why you are sorting? Sorting is not required.
Actually, sir, I am in the function, I am appending the list L2 in the L1 itself,
Hmm.
and then I sort the list and return the list.
No, so why you are sorting? Is there any in the question it is mentioned that you need a sorted output?
Yes, sir.
Where it is
The question
mentioned?
is not about sorting.
Sir, actually, in the output, I have analyzed that it will
No.
just joining the two list and then sort it. List will be
So
returned.
it is
The question is
sorting
not about
anywhere. It is
sorting.
not mentioned that in the question. This input is sorted list. Okay. So don't follow any sorting thing. So by looking only the question, maybe you are just looking the one input where the all sorted inputs are there, and you are applying your sorting concept here. Okay, just read the question statement and follow the question statement only. So sorting is not required. This input may also be a unsorted. Then your logic will be failed.
No, sir. Okay, I got it.
Okay, na? Hmm. Yeah, Sivans.
Yes, sir. I shouldn't start the logic.
Your voice is very low. Still not good. No, Sivans, we are not audible to you. No, Sivans. So I'm moving to the. Just you can check your mic and come back again. No, Sivans. Yeah, Lalit, you can go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
So, I created wait, just a minute. I created a min variable where I am finding which length of which of the two list is minimum, and then I am looping from 0 to that min and appending that ith element into the new list, and then after that whichever list is not minimum, I'm using list slicing to append all the rest element to the new list.
Got it. Yeah, that's fine. So what you can do, you can run a loop for the smallest size list. Okay, the length of the smallest. Suppose if one list is like 1 and in sample input 2, you can see one list size is 1 and another list size is 3. So just run a loop only for the smallest size. And in that loop, just append the each same index element from the both list. Okay, from the first list, first element from the first list and first element from the second list, like this. So in this way, a smaller list will complete and then your loop will over. After that, the bigger list, okay, which has the bigger list, if that list has the any elements are remaining, that you can directly append. Okay, so how you can do this? So simply you can just figure out that which length is minimum. So like min length, min length. Okay, and you can just assuming that this is 0. Okay, after that just check if L1. Okay, so sorry. Len of like L1, if this is smaller than len of L2. Okay, then assign min length equal to len of L1. Else min length of equal to len of L2. Okay, so in this way we will get the minimum length of the both list. So after that we will run a single loop. So that is for I in range, and that we will run only for the min length. Okay, so in this way we will append the output in the shuffled main list. So we have to take once result list res equal to empty list, and here we will just append our elements. So so in this place we will simply append, so res dot append, and what we will append, so L1 at index I. Okay, and the same index second from the second list, so res dot append, and that is for L2 and I. Okay, so now that will come one element from the both one by one, so list from first list, second list, first list, second list, like this. And once the smaller list will complete, this loop will terminate. After that we need to check if any list is remaining. So what we can do, we can extend the list here, so that we can write like res equal to res plus, okay, and we can simply write L1, we can use index that slicing here. Okay, so min length, then if any element is remaining after this index, okay, plus L2, same things. Okay, so min length if any is remaining here. So in this way the remaining element will by default come the resultant output. Okay, so what we have done, I'm summarizing again. So first we figure out the minimum length of the list, any of the list. Then we run a loop for that minimum length, and we are following the same shuffling, like one element from first and one element from second, like this order. So in this way, one list will complete which have the minimum length, and this loop will terminate. After that, we are just writing this extension of the list things. So which list have already completed, that part will return a empty list. Okay, suppose L1 is completed, so that part, this slicing concept will return a empty list for that. Otherwise it will return a remaining element of the another list. So that will add, all will be added, and then you will get a shuffled list. Okay, so what is, we are not returning anything. Okay, return
Maybe.
Yes. Okay, so I hope this logic is clear.
Yes, sir. If both length is equal, then the 12th line will not do anything, is it? Okay.
So in this case, these both will return empty list, and that will not affect it. Okay. So let's fourth problem. What is it? Write a function expanding L that takes a list integer L and return true if the absolute difference between each adjacent pair of element is strictly increasing. Okay, so here we are checking each element. So suppose like this first sample 1 and 3, what is the absolute difference is 2. Okay, next two elements absolute difference is 4. Next 7 and 2, 5. Okay, and 2 and 9, this is 6, this is 7. So this absolute difference is increasing actually. So we can return true if this is continuously happen. At any point, if this is not this is not a continuously increasing, so we can stop the process and we can return false. So how you will solve this? Anyone?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we'll create a list of the absolute differences, and then and we'll create a sorted list. If if the sorted list and the list of absolute differences is equal, if the original and the next list are equal, then it is true, or else it's false.
That is fine.
Sir.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I'm not using list. So I am first declaring the difference is -1. So then I'm going to iterate the list like with index. So I will find the absolute difference in the subs like the first like the subsequent terms. If that absolute
Okay. So
difference,
one second. At the first step, you initialize the difference -1. Why?
why? Because it's absolute difference, so it's definitely
Okay.
not going to
Positive.
be negative. So it should be
Okay.
positive. So that's why the first initialization step, sir. So
Okay.
once I initialize, then I will go to iterate the list, and I will find the absolute difference between the subsequent numbers. If the absolute difference should be greater than the previous different, then I will move to the further step. If that
Okay.
is not, that is less than or equal to, then I will return false. I will break the condition, sir. If the whole loop's completed, then it will true.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sir.
So can I share my logic also?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Actually, sir, I am maintaining a difference variable initially before the loop,
Okay.
which is initialized with 0.
Hmm.
Now I am creating a loop. In the loop, the I variable will iterate the list,
Mm-hmm.
and in the list, actually, it will calculate the difference, and it will store it. It will store it in the current difference variable.
Hmm.
If current difference is greater than less than difference, then it will return false.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it will update the difference variable to current difference, and it
Yeah.
will go on until the loop end. I will return true.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so this is the approach for this. You can just maintain a previous difference and just when you are calculating the new difference, just compare with the previous difference. If that is increasing, then update your previous difference with the new one, and repeat the same process again. At any point, your order is actually like not following the correct order. Okay, increasing order, or if you're getting the same equal difference, or maybe you're getting the less difference, then you can stop the process by returning the false. Okay, so return statement itself will stop the process actually. So yeah, that is the correct approach for this. Or someone said the maintaining the all difference in the list and just comparing with the sorted list. So sorted here also, for in the sorted list you have to maintain the equality things, because sorted list may also two elements are equal. You have to check that thing also in your code in the list. No element should be the like equal in the difference. So someone explained the logic at the first point. So that may be incorrect if your elements are not distinct. This absolute difference collection is not distinct. In that case, you have to also return false. Variable thing is fine. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Aditya. Okay. So how we can write the code for this? So we will just write the function expanding. So expanding of L. Okay, so we first thing, there is a possibility here. So our length is less than equal to 1. Okay, or 2 also, because suppose if we have two elements, then you will get only one difference in that case. So in that case, you have to return the positive, the true answer. So you can just make this condition like this. So if your length of this len of L, okay, so len of L is less than or equal to 2, then you can directly return true. Okay. Else part, or you can directly write here. Okay, so now we will maintain a older difference or like previous difference. So previous and diff, I am just writing diff equal to absolute difference of that L of 1, sorry 0, minus L of 1. Okay, so we are maintaining this, and this is the first difference we have calculated, and current difference we will calculate. So after that we will run a loop. So for like I in range of 2. Okay, so I'll start from 2 because I have already calculated the difference from 0 and 1. So I'll starting from 2 index and that len of L. And from this point, so now I'll calculate the new difference. So that new difference is, what will be the new difference? So that new difference will be the I. Also, okay, so we will use the absolute value for L of I minus L of I minus 1. Okay, so 2 and 1. So 1 and 0 we have already done. 2 and 1 now we are calculating. So this is the new difference we have done. Now we will check the condition. So if that new difference, so this new difference is greater than, okay, greater than to the previous difference, then we will update our uh, previous difference to equal to new difference. Else part, return false, and here we will return true. Okay, so at any point if this condition become false, okay, then we will return directly answer false. That means we are not getting the correct order as required. So this will maintain, and if all time after completion of this loop and we are always getting this condition is true, then finally at the end of loop we will return true. This is true. Okay, I hope this logic is clear. So why we are using variables here?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I don't think that first if is necessary, because if the length of the list is 2, then it won't enter the for loop.
So it will directly return the answer from the if condition, no?
I mean, yeah, sure. Right.
Yes, sir. What he's trying to say is like if you remove the if condition, also this code is perfectly working. Why? Because you're starting the for loop from 2. The len of list is also 2, so it will end and the last return statement will work.
Yeah,
Yes,
correct.
sir.
Yeah,
But,
that is correct.
but it also avoiding the difference step. I mean, it's okay.
So this year you can make some little bit change, that is also fine, but that are constant operation. Okay, so that will not affect complexity if we are just updating constant operation.
Oh.
Okay, so that is fine. You can change little bit. Yeah, coding style may be little bit different for everyone. So that is also fine. Okay, so this fourth is also fine. I hope this is clear. Let's move to the fifth one.
Can you show me the third one, please, again?
Third one.
Yeah, the list, about the list.
Shuffle. This one now?
Yeah. Because just thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm moving to the 5. Okay, sum square. Okay, so write a Python function sum square L that takes a non-empty list of integer as input and return a list odd even. Okay, odd even, where odd is the sum of square all the odd numbers in L, and even is the, okay, the sum of square of all even numbers in L. Okay, so this is, I think,
Very
very,
straightforward, sir. Yeah.
this is very straightforward. So list is given, just find out all odd number and place the odd that is square. So 1 plus 1, 3, 5. Here all three are the odd numbers. So what is the sum for all squares of these three numbers? So that should become as the first place of the output list. Okay. And then there's no element, then 0 is coming it out. I think this you can solve.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We will move to next one, sir.
The last one, let's see. Okay, histogram. Yeah, this is little bit dictionary based.
Difficult.
Dictionary based question. Okay. So write a Python function histogram that takes as input a list of integer with repetition and returns a list of pair as follows. Okay, so we have some list of element where the elements are repeating also. For each number n that appears in list, there should be exactly one pair. Okay, n comma r in the list written by the function where r is the number of repetition of n in L. Okay, the final list should be sorted in ascending order by r. Okay, the number of repetitions for the, okay, number of repetition for number that occurs with the same number of repetitions, arrange the pair in ascending order of the value of the number. Okay, so here many things are involved.
Yes, sir.
So first thing is, that means basically we are counting the frequency of each unique
element.
number,
Yeah.
each distinct element. So that is the first target, and we are getting this information in the tuple form of the output list. Okay, so in the first sample you can see this information. So we are getting this 11. 11 is repeated one time in this input list. Then 7 is repeated two times. 12 is repeated two times. 14 is repeated two times. 13 is repeated four times. So each tuples is representing this information. And output should be come in the sorted format. So this is the easier task we can do. We can simply count the frequency.
Yeah.
With the help, you can take the help of list dictionary also for this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but after getting this, your next task is just sort this list first based on the
Repetition.
frequency.
Yeah.
Okay, so that you can see 1 2 2 2 4. This is coming in the sorted order. At any point, if frequency are same, then this list should be sorted based on the first element.
Yeah.
So you can see these three are there, 2 2 2. Now this is sorted based on the first value, so 7 12 14. So these two are things you can use sort function. Okay, sort built-in function for this. We have not started the sorting algorithms here, so we are not asking sorting algorithm. So you can use built-in sort function. But first step is identified that calculate the frequency for each. So how you will do that?
Using dictionary, sir. Like taking each element. So what I did was, first I am sorting the list so that I will directly get the order of the, like, ascending order to the highest number. So I'm sorting the list, then I'm using dictionary, like iterating each element. If the element, like initializing the empty dictionary, if the element is not in the empty dictionary, the frequency is 1. If it is already present, then I am updating the frequency. So once the for loop is done, we will get the dictionary with all frequencies and in the ascending order of the keys. Like 11, 12, 13, 14, like that.
Okay.
So thereafter, what I did was, sir, I know like this is not efficient solution, but I solved.
So we are not looking for the efficient here. The only solution
Okay,
we are
so
looking at.
yes, sir. So once I'm creating the dictionary, I initialized one empty list. That empty list should be like, that is my targeted empty list. So that should be the returning list also. So once I have the dictionary, what I did was, I will take the dictionary values, like the frequencies. That values, like that dictionary dot values function will give the list of values. That values I sorted. So my logic was, once I sorted the values, I will take the value, I will see which key is giving the value. That tuple I will attach to the list. So the same way I am attaching. At the end, it will be in the ascending order based on, first it is ascending order based on the repetition frequencies, as well as it is internally also, it is also in the ascending order of the list. So finally it will return the list of tuples, sir.
Okay, correct.
So you can.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Jika.
Yes. So can we use the set function and count, like set method and count function for the listing counting?
Set you can use. Yeah.
And count and then use the sort function using lambda parameter.
You can use lambda parameter also. Yeah. Lambda function also. Yeah, some lambda shortcuts is also there where you can pass the parameter, that which parameter you want to use for the sorting. That shortcut you can use. Okay, any other?
Sir, we can sort the items. So we can get the items of the frequency dictionary, and we can customize the sorting. We can customize the sorting of these items based on the values. We can use a key.
Dictionary you are saying?
Yeah, we can form the frequency dictionary, and we can get the items of it with the dot items,
That we can
and
use.
then we can customize the sorting of it based on the values. So it
Mm-hmm.
will just sort those items list based on the values.
That is fine.
Sir, if we have a list of tuples, sir, and if we do sorted in that list, it will sort based on the first elements of the tuple. How to sort it with the second element of the tuple, sir? I remember somewhere I saw, but I
So
forgot.
what you can do, you can make a list where just keep this R value as a first value initially. Apply the sort on that. Okay, and after getting the sorted list, then just change the tuple element position for the output.
Okay, so you're saying flip the
Huh.
tuples and then
Just
sort it and flip it again.
initially create the list of tuples where each tuples contains the frequency as a first element and element as a second.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, sir. Okay, sir. Got it,
and
sir.
after getting this, apply the sort directly, and after getting the sorted list, just change the position of that element in the
Got
new
it.
list.
Got it.
Sir, again please tell, sir, I didn't listen.
So
Sorry.
what you can do, you can just first create a list of tuples where each tuples like you. So here you can see 11 1. This 1 is representing the frequency. Second value is
Right,
representing
right.
the frequency output. But
Yeah.
during the counting this frequency, create a list of tuples like this where the first value should represent the frequency.
Okay.
Okay, 11 like this. Okay, and 2 comma 7, and then 2 comma 12 like this, and then apply direct sort function on this. So sort function by default will sort by the first value. If first value is same, then we'll check for the second value. Okay, so in this way you will get a sorted list according to the question. But for returning, when you are returning the result, just change this value. So just traverse this list in the sorted list, and just pick the first, this, make this element as a first element and this element as a second element, one in that tuple.
Sir, but there are a lot of numbers having the same frequency. For example,
So
11.
that by default will be maintained actually. Suppose if you are getting this 2 7 to this, so when you will apply the sort function, so if elements are equal, this first value is equal,
Oh,
then by
okay.
default sorting will happen based on the second element.
Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
this number will become in the second based on the second element order.
Got it, sir.
Okay, then just after fill up the value.
Sir, in the list of the tuples, how would we search that whether we have added some tuple already or not?
No, first you have to create some dictionary, and you have to maintain the key and value like this. So for each element, how many frequencies are there? So just calculate the frequency in this different way. After that, after getting the frequency, create a list of tuples, then apply the sorting on that, and then return the answer. Okay, so I am just writing the steps here. So different function is histogram, and input is list. So what we will do, we will just maintain a frequency dictionary. So okay, so frequency, this dictionary I am maintaining. So initially, so what we will run a loop. So for I in L, so in this list, if I not in, okay, not in frequency, so frequency this, okay, then what we will do, we will just create a first key with the one frequency. Okay, so frequency of this I, and make a 1. Okay, if our, suppose if we are reading like 13 as a first element, 13 is initially our dictionary is empty, so that means 13 is not exist in the frequency dictionary as a key. So what we will do, we will insert as a key first time, and we will count the frequency as a 1. If it is already existed, okay, that means we are getting the repeated thing. So at that time we will increment the count. So what we will do, else we will just write like frequency of I, and then plus equal to 1. Okay, so in this way we will get a dictionary where we will get the count for each frequency.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So this is the first step. We got the frequency for each element. After that, we will just iterate through a this dictionary, and for each pair, key and value pair. So what we will do for like
Key comma value in
key comma v in uh, frequency frq dot items. Okay, so here we will just maintain a, we will create a list like this. Okay, so like before this, so res, I'm just writing 1. This is the first list. So we will append all the elements in this. So like res dot append, res dot 1 dot append
v comma k.
So v is representing the frequency, so we will just maintain like v comma k. Okay, frequency as a first value and element as a second value. So in this way we will get the list of tuples. Okay, now we will apply the sort here. So res1 dot sort. Okay, then we will iterate through this list. So for so same things, I comma sorry, same things, v comma k in this res1. Okay, and here we will maintain another list like this, res2. So in this, so res2 dot append, or you can You can directly write this, like we have the tuple, no? So t we are taking. So, but here we will just append like this.
T1,
T
comma
index 1,
T0.
comma t index 0. But inside the bracket, this is also a tuple. Okay. So in this way, the now frequency is become a second position element, and finally we will return res2. So this is the way, step by step. Okay. So I hope this solution is clear.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Okay, so
Sir,
please, yes.
sir, after getting the frequency dictionary itself, we can return the items list.
No, that is not sorted, no?
Yeah, we can use the sorted method, sorted
Huh.
function.
On
And we
dictionary
can say,
directly?
yeah, with the dictionary items itself, we can say key is equal to lambda
Yeah,
x
yeah,
maps x.
yeah. I have already mentioned if you can use any built-in function or any dictionary function to for this, you can use. I have just written without any inbuilt function also.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use definitely this lambda, all this function which you are already comfortable.
Oh yes, sir. All priorities.
Okay. Who is speaking? Your voice is very low. I'm not able to hear you. Bireswar, you are talking?
Yes, sir. Can you
Huh,
hear
so,
me?
but your voice is very low. Can you speak loudly?
Yes.
Still, you are not. Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Now you are good.
Sir, is there any way like we can sort the keys of dictionary?
Sort the keys of dictionary. Yeah, you can. I'm not
Like
much.
without putting them in a list. Can we sort them?
Yes, as someone mentioned, na, using the lambda function or something. So I am not sure about any built-in shortcut things. Okay, so generally I not use this much built-in or shortcut things. So you can definitely explore the function which are available with the dictionary. Any sorted functions are available that can. Otherwise, some lambda things are there. So where you can pass the key, which actually value you want to use for the sorting. Something is there, but I am currently not much familiar about these shortcuts.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, so these are the 6 problems. So these are just for the practice for the Python, and now the week 2 is started. So more tasks are there. Okay, more activity assignments and all the things will be started. The my just request is just implement all the algorithms after understanding the algorithms by your own, and then understand the concept first. Means how you will understand the algorithms, that you will understand by the dry run on the algorithms. Okay, so just take some input and apply the dry run on copy and paper. Okay, then you will get the main idea of the algorithm. So how the algorithm is running actually, like this binary search and sorting algorithms. And also, yeah, this terms we have also started. So this is the new things in the content. So forgot to explain. So from week 2 onwards, we got many feedbacks regarding that professor have not discussed the implementation by writing the code. So generally, professor have explained the conceptual, all the things of conceptually. So we have added in the last, you can see this last content. So yeah, week 2 algorithm implementation. Okay, so this is the video we have added, and this is added in the YouTube channel. So links are given. So here you can see how we can implement the algorithms if you are not able to implement by your own. This is the only when if you are not able to implement by your own. Okay, so this is the additional. These are not lengthy video, only 3 minute, 5 minute, like this type of videos are there, and where the Satya sir have actually recorded this. So he actually explained each implementation by writing code line by line. Okay, so you can utilize these videos also to understand the implementation.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that's are the things for today's session. Yeah, Akanksha.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, I'm having some problems in the first question.
Live coding today.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Ah,
actually, I understood the logic when I like started writing the code. I wrote it, and when I'm trying to implement, I'm getting some errors like test case 1 and test case 3 are not getting implemented.
okay, can you share your code, or you can share your screen also now?
Yes, sir. Just a minute.
Sir, if the session is so over,
You
then
can leave. Yeah, you can.
yeah.
Others can leave
Thank you.
if you don't have any
Thank
doubt.
you.
Other can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye. Good night. Yeah, Kansha. You